Hello, this is LJ Motivate for you. Why do I think that a stressed mom cannot raise a healthy, happy child? Why do I believe that? Imagine you have a child, right? And your partner you live in the house with does not support you, emotionally does not support you, right? This is a partner, maybe for example, he lives with you in the house, he does not support you, maybe in paying the rent, he does not support you, buying the lights, topping up maybe electricity or paying for some electricity. It does not support you in taking the children to school. It does not support you picking up the children from school. It does not support you, like for example, maybe you're running late, you'll be able to say, okay, let me quickly call him, and see where he is and see if he can be able to help me, take care of the children. It does not do that. At the end of the day, how are you going to be feeling? You're already stressed as it is, and let's assume that you're even working as well. Have you seen that it becomes even harder for you? So when it become harder, you're already stressed as it is, right? Even if you try to pretend that all is well, it cannot be well, because it's still going to come out one way or the other, because mentally you're a human being, you're already tired, you're exhausted. It's like your brain is crying for help me, I need help. I need to be set free. So at the end of the day, you're already stressed. You need a support. You need somebody that it needs to be able to jump in without you are not even asking me, saying, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. He will do it because he knows that both of you are responsible in that child's life. So he will know, he just know what he's meant to do. You are not supposed to tell him. You're not supposed to remind him what he's supposed to do, right? It should be something that both of you would know, that okay, if I call him, if he's free, or he can be able to even send you text message and say, okay, I'll be free, I'll pick up the children, or I'll be free, I'll take the kids to the football, or I'll be free, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do that. So both of you will negotiate and see what you can do for each other. So if at the end of the day that he is not doing anything to support you, you're gonna be stressed. And once you're stressed and you start screaming, the more that it start affecting your child, the more that your child start feeling stressed, the more that your child start withdrawing from you and start looking for a peer, right? So you don't want a situation whereby your children will have to seek for their peers, in order to provide them emotional support. It's okay for your children to have their peer, their peer group, to make friends with their peer groups, but you don't want a situation whereby when they're going through some challenges, you end up to miss out from those type of important information, or to even be able to be the one that can be able to explain it or make them understand their challenges even a bit clearer, right? Instead of their peers to take that position that you should have been you should have been responsible, or for them to take the position whereby you would have been the best person, I would say, who would have been able to provide your child that emotional support, instead of their peer ending up to take over, because unfortunately you were not able to discover, or you didn't have, due to what you also just your own challenges did not give you the opportunity for you to become aware of what your child or your children are also going through emotionally. And and another thing, I personally strongly believe that as long as you live with your partner, or as long as your partner is still involved in your child's life, I personally encourage parents to have a conversation with their partner, to always ask them, and always explain to them or tell them the area that you need support. Do not think that you are the mighty warrior who can do it alone. If you're breaking out, you need to stop and seek for help. If you're getting close to your bond, your breaking point, you should be able to stop and seek for help, because that way you're helping yourself in as much as you're helping your children or your child. So if you're in a relationship with your partner, if you've got a relationship whereby you guys, either you're living together or you're living apart, but if you've got that relationship whereby you guys can still communicate, I will definitely encourage you to not say you don't need him. He is responsible in your child's life just in as much as you are also responsible in your child's life. So ensure that you bring it to his aware, to his knowledge. Make sure that you bring into his knowledge that you need him to be able to step up, to be able to support you a bit more than what he was doing before. That is, if he was even doing something. So you should be able to tell him, if you want him to provide you more support, you should be able to tell him what you're going through, that you need him to be able to do a bit more than what he was doing before. So that way your child can be raised, right, the way you want to raise your child. And you should be able to just ask for help. Ask for help. The worst thing you can do to yourself is to not speak and say, I don't want to trouble anyone. But what if you ask people and you're surprised that, somebody, there will just probably be one friend out there, or your family, or some of your family might just be willing to step in and support you. But do not assume and think that you don't want to add to what people are already going through. But ask yourself, if you are keeping everything in, are you even happy? How is that even benefiting you? And how is that also benefiting your child? Or how are you helping your child if you're already stressed, or mentally you're already drained? How do you think when you're drained, your child can be so happy and healthy, right? And be growing, being a healthy child. Many children, due to a lot of unsettled situation that parents are having between them two, now a lot of children have dyslexia, right? They're suffering dyslexia. A lot of children are going through a whole lot of different things: peer pressure, a lot of maybe school homeworks, right, or school projects. A lot of children are stressed, they're burning out, they're tired, they're going through emotionally a trauma, right? But because as a parent, because you already, as a mom, let me put it that way, due to your partner is not supporting you and you're already so drained, how do you think your child will be able to come to you? Your child will be feeling very, very like, your child will probably be saying to he or she will be saying to themselves, I don't want to add to what mom is going through. Mom is going through a whole lot at the moment. I don't want to add to it. So they would think that they can deal with it themselves. They would think that their peer group can support them in dealing with their own challenges, right? So I believe that ensure that you look after yourself, your mental health, your well-being, so that way you can be able to step into your child's life when your child need you, when your child really need that moment that they want you, they want to be able to talk to you, they want to be able to communicate with you, so that they will be able to see a healthy mom who will be willing, right, to jump in, or so that way they'll be able to see a healthy dad who is willing and will be able to jump in, right? But it cannot happen when the dad is already stressed out, or when the dad is distracted. It cannot happen, or when the dad does not build that relationship, that bond that should have been existing between the father and the child. Do not say to yourself and say, if you're going through challenges, and say, I can handle it, I can do it by myself, I don't need any help. I believe as a parent, we need help. Parent definitely needs support. So when you need support, I believe you should be able to ask for maybe a member of your family, your friends. It can be people that you've known that go for a walk, or that way you can maybe go out with your friends just to get a fresh air and revive your energy back again, or find somebody that you want to talk to, so that way you don't end up to pile up so many things in your mind and get so distracted that you don't that you miss the connection, or neither you remember the last time you even have a conversation with your child. So I hope I've got you inspired.